Hello and welcome back to Vintage Wine and Port. Today we have a very special interview with our very own Dia, who has recently achieved her WSET Diploma, making her one of the only two people in the world to have the current version of this diploma. Very excited to talk to you today about it, Dia, and learn more about the process.
Absolutely, very excited too.
So do you want to tell us a bit about the diploma, what it is, what it covers?
Well, the WSET is a bigger organisation that offer professional qualifications in the world of wine, and the level 4 is the top diploma level qualification that you can acquire from WSET. Recently, they've changed the whole diploma. They've created a new diploma which is specifically for wines. And obviously at that level you're considered now an expert, so I'm really happy that I've managed to get this qualification.
Fantastic, that's so cool, and especially to have you here at Vintage Wine and Port, because there's a certain expertise that you can't get anywhere else.
No, absolutely, it's a unique course that gives a wholesome experience in the world of wine, starting from the course is broken down into modules which spans about 2.5 years, about 5 exams and a dissertation, and it's quite challenging. However, the amount of knowledge and experience you get from it even as well, you can apply everywhere in your business, and I'm really happy to be bringing this here to Vintage Wine and Port.
Brilliant, and it covered sparkling wine, fortified wine.
Yeah, the course starts with basic knowledge and deep understanding of viticulture initially and winemaking, what the vine needs, in terms of water, soil, weather, climatic conditions, and then you go further deep into the winemaking, picking up your grapes, your healthy grapes, and creating wine. So I'm quite confident I can now make wine from Vintage Wine and Port if needs be. And then it continues deeper into the business side, where you are proficient into applying marketing techniques into final products, but also understanding current market values and market trends. And then you move deeper into actually understanding the final product. We have exams on specifically on the sparkling wines of the world. That's every region in the world that makes sparkling wine, what this requires, the growing environment, again, everything apply that knowledge into there, and a lot of tasting exams, which are good because you taste the wine, not drink, but that makes you sort of an expert into tasting wine. The next one is fortified. Next module is fortified wines, which that's what we do here at Vintage Wine and Port. Port and sherry. That's a whole module on its own, obviously, because it's a quite specific category within the wine sector. And then finally you move to one of the largest exams that I have to take, actually, and the hardest part, which is the light wines of the world. Every dry style in the world, how it's made, how it's produced, what it requires to make, what happens in all these grapes that go into that bottle that we finally, as consumers, enjoy. And a dissertation. My dissertation was in natural wine, which is very up and coming, free from additives. In general, very available to the market now, to people that want to buy local wine, that are thinking a little bit further what goes into their glass and prefer a healthier style of wine as well.
Brilliant. Well, from everything that we've got thousands of bottles here at Vintage Wine and Port, and you've covered them all basically in your
absolutely, because we do have natural wines here. Absolutely, natural wine can be any wine. The red wine that is made in Burgundy, the red wine that's made in Portugal. There's a lot of people there in Portugal, with all the Portuguese like Quevedo, that apply natural elements to their winemaking and grape growing. And then obviously the fortified wines that we do, the port here, all styles of port. Very interesting to know and be able to relay this information to our clients as well, and be able to make them understand the differences in style, the differences in taste, and obviously offer a personalized experience on choosing port, and offer our own deep experience and obviously our expertise on how to enjoy port, how to open, how long to keep, what's specific style applies to you specifically.
Brilliant. And 3 final questions.
Yeah.
Number 1, you've now got a post-nominal in your name. You can put Dia Grigoriou and then DipWSET.
Correct.
Like a BA honours. Are you going to put that on everything now?
Not on everything, but I'm not that kind of
Too
person.
humble, yeah.
However, definitely LinkedIn. And definitely, I will put it when it's required to show authority, when I have to, in difficult situations where I have to prove my knowledge. Being a woman as well, in the wine trade, sometimes you have to be, show that you have the qualifications, to show that you're an expert at your field.
Fantastic. It's fully deserved.
Thank you.
Question 2, how did you celebrate? Did you pour a glass of wine, or is that like too much wine? You can't have any more wine?
I've definitely poured a glass of wine. Yeah, I had a very nice Barolo, and a champagne as well, to celebrate. But my way of celebrating would be with a lot of people together, a lot of my friends coming and having a very nice dinner party and opening a series of wines with each dish. I know, unfortunately, we can't do it at the moment, but I reserve that right. Soon, hopefully, I'll be able to enjoy, and I promise I will celebrate it properly.
Good. Celebration on hold, but it'll be a big one in the future.
Absolutely. And especially here as well, Vintage Wine Port, we kind of celebrated in distance, but hopefully we'll do some much more celebrations about that.
And my final question is, to anyone out there who is starting in the world of wine, or is maybe somewhere along that journey into getting some qualifications, what would you say to them? What advice would you give?
Absolutely. For a novice that wants to get into wine and just get a little bit understanding of the styles out there, I'd recommend starting with WSET Level 1. If you then want to have a little bit more knowledge, you go to Level 2. If you want to feel quite confident, and actually understanding to read the label that you see in the wine bottle, you go to Level 3. And then obviously if you want to progress further in your career and become an expert, and feel that you're efficient in any style and any wine in the world, then you move to Level 4, which is actually, once you have Level 4 diploma, you can move on to become a Master of Wine as well, which is another very hard qualification. But for people that just want to learn, get in there, look into WSET courses. They have one for everybody.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations. And it's so exciting for yourself and for us here at Vintage Wine Import. We have one of the most wine knowledgeable people in the world, really.
Absolutely,
considering the numbers of it all. That's amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Pleasure to apply my knowledge here.
Thanks, dear.
Thank you.